And it looks like it's time to go racing from Auto Club. Up front, we will see Patrick Gitter and Jamie Knopf on the front row. Auto Cruz, Jaron Valley on the second row. Jeremy Gardner, Dean Webb have the third row. Kevin Bernheimer, Justin Swafford, the points leader. On the fourth row, Jeremy Edwards and Richie Joplin rounding out the top 10. Brandon Newby and Blake Viken, 11th and 12th. 13th is Patrick Pieper, Tony Karen in 14th. Pudge Nowski in 15th, and Indy Kirchenbauer in the car in 16th. Lonnie Roberts in 17th, Clayton Duncan in 18th, Jeff Sheldon in 19th, and Jeffrey Goodpaster in 20th. Brody Green starts 21st, with Darren Silva beside in 22nd, Colby Whipple in 23rd, and Robbie Allers in 24th. Brian DeYoung starts 25th, Ryan McDaniel in 26th, Jacob Morgan starting in 27th, Jarrett Woodard 28th, Sean Lesperance in 29th, 30th is Russell Worth, and Joshua Friel starting in 31st. As you heard, a lot of power in these cars, not a lot of downforce, and very easy to hit the car above you arrow loose, especially coming off turn 2 down the back straightaway. This one's going to get interesting really, really quickly, especially on cold tires, but expect Auto Club, as always, after about 5 or 10 laps, this thing may go green to the finish. Green flag pit stops could be the key here tonight. As always, if you have a favorite driver in the field, make sure you drop in the comments. Let them know they're cheering for you. The drivers start the roll off pit road, one pace lap around this 2-mile D-shaped oval. Looks like a little tire smoke at the back of the field as guys get moving toward the start-finish line. We have one driver, looks like, starting from pit road tonight. Looks like Darren Silva choosing to start from pit road. Holy cow, Jeremy Gardner is cheering on Jeremy Gardner. Who'd have thunk it? Stage breaks tonight, lap 25. What in the world has happened? Clayton Duncan and Jeff Sheldon have had a problem on the pace lap. And they throw the caution to give them one more lap to straighten things out. It looked like the car on the outside just went up into the wall. It looked like a technical malfunction. He may have just completely, I'm not sure if it was something with the wheel or what happened, but he just turned right. So delay of the green here. Chelsea cheering on Lonnie Roberts here tonight. Lonnie starting back in 17th, but was one of the faster drivers in practice, so we could see him make his way to the front. And a lot of eyes tonight on the birthday boy starting in 17th, right beside Lonnie Roberts, Indy Kirchenbauer. And remember, Indy and Clay are sharing this season, sharing the points for this season. So we'll see Indy in the car quite a few times this season. If I remember correctly, Indy's first race with the group was at Michigan. and in the trucks and did an amazing job running that truck and making his way forward throughout the race. So Michigan Auto Club, two very similar tracks, but Auto Club is a lot rougher track. So we'll see how the young man does for his birthday. Pace car is in. It's time to go racing from Auto Club. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Patrick Gitter gets a great start. Everybody just trying to get up to speed. Much like Daytona or Talladega, it takes a lap for these cars to get up to full speed. They're already 3 wide up front. And some bobbles mid-pack coming off turn 2. Cold tires here will be a huge... They're 4 wide up front. Now they settle back into just 3. For a moment, they're trying every line here tonight. Heard a lot of different grooves. Guys trying a lot of different stuff. As the... Wow! The car's really loose, especially with another car underneath them. These guys are going to have their hands full all day long. Patrick Gitter still in the lead, way up by the wall. Jamie Knopf in second, Jeremy Gardner in third, Otto Cruz in fourth, Dean Webb in fifth. A lot of drivers really pushing, trying to make some big moves here early. And with so many different lines, we've seen 4 different lines through every turn. These guys definitely looking for any speed they can find. But as we heard in pre-race, aero is going to be an issue here tonight. Caution is out. Looks like Jacob Morgan may have been involved, and Clayton Duncan. Let's see what Morgan gets loose on. Oh, he dropped down to the bottom, trying to avoid the wreck ahead. Here they come down the front straightaway. Oh, looks like a little bit of a bump into Clayton. Clayton ends up flying into the outside wall. A couple of cars got collected in that. Looks like Jeffrey Goodpaster involved. Goodpaster was just up there on the high line with nowhere to go, and the 12 of... Looks like Brian DeYoung, Russell Worth, and Sean Lesperance also caught up in this. The 12 of Colby Whipple caught up in it. First caution of the night. Patrick Gitter out front, Jamie in second, Jeremy Gardner in third, Otto Cruz in fourth, Jaron Valley in fifth. Dean Webb, Kevin Bernheimer, Justin Swafford, Richie Joplin, and Blake Viken rounding out the top 10. Pujanowski up 2 spots into 13th. Indy Kirchenbauer up 2 spots into 14th. And several drivers go to pit road for repairs. And thank you to Jeremy Gardner for the stars. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it today. And again, my apologies for any mistake I make tonight. I have been moving all day long. Literally walked in 5 minutes, rebooted the computer, and just hopped in here. Looks like Russell Worth is muted, but it's great to see him back on track. See if I can get a word with him. Hey, Russell, it's Doug in the booth. You got me, buddy? And you're muted, by the way. Hey, Russell, it's Doug. You got me? Looks like Russell might be having technical difficulties. Just great to have him back out on track. And from a personal perspective, I know both the Nowski Nation has been hugely helpful to him. And what he is doing right now, just so proud of him as a father. Everybody stacking back up for the restart here. Jacob Morgan, who got caught in that incident, has picked up a bunch of spots. He is now up into 18th. Ryan McDaniel up 5 spots into 21st, and Russell Worth up 6 spots into 24th. 3 biggest movers so far. All right, getting ready for the green flag here, and you know, we love doing this on the restart so you guys can enjoy the noise. So as they come out of turn 4, I'm going to shut up and you guys crank it up. As Patrick Gitter leads them back around, man, I love that crank it up. That is fun. Jeremy Gardner still right with him. 3 wide, a little bit further back. Kevin Bernheimer starting to make his way forward, back up into 7th. Nowski has broken into the top 10. He is now up into 9th. There is a lot of movement going on, both off of turn 2 and down that bumpy back straightaway. Tony Kane behind this lead group. Let's take a lap in that car as we see them all side by side, 3 and 4 wide. Here comes Tony down towards the start-finish line. Across the start-finish line, you see how close these guys are getting, trying to get any draft help, side draft, front draft, bump draft, anything on these straightaways to get an advantage. These cars are so low downforce and high-powered, though, that as we've talked about, aero loose when a car is under you is a huge concern. It's also a concern if a car is right on your bumper going through the turns, takes that air off that rear spoiler and tries to make that car go around. Down through 3 and 4, out of the throttle a bit. Waiting for the car to settle back on the throttle. Down toward the start-finish line again. Looks like Otto Cruz and Jaron Valley had an incident a moment ago. No caution yet. Let's see what happened. Off of turn two. Oh, Otto just drifts up too high. Him and Jaron. Oh, Jaron. Jaron gets yeeted to pit road. Caution is out again. And let's take a look at Jaron Valley's wild ride. You see him go sliding, then just hits that berm and he ends up in the infield. I hope the guys on pit road are okay. That was a wild ride for Jaron Valley. Now, you know Pudge has been on vacation for the last week. One of his first races back. Let's see how he's feeling in the car. Hey, Pudge, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir, Doug. What's up, brother?
Hey, man, so you've been on vacation. You haven't been in the car in a while. How are you feeling out here tonight?
Man, I've been complaining all night because I'm just no practice. Vacation wore me out, and I'm just too relaxed now. So got to get back in the game, though. But I'm feeling pretty good. Started 15th, moved up a few spots. So just hoping we can play it out. I think that last stage is going to be something about pit strategy, and hopefully we play it just right. Now,
it looks like you've got a new paint scheme on the car tonight. You hoping that one's going to bring you a little luck here?
Man, I'm hoping. It's we in California ready to fire it up and try to put this bad boy in victory lane.
Well, good luck, buddy. Welcome back, and hope you have a great time.
Yes, sir, brother. I appreciate it.
Pudge Nowski back in the car. Saw a couple of guys try and make the fake to pit road. Did not go. Update on a couple of drivers. Blake Veekin up 6 spots into 6th now. Pudge up 7 spots into 8th. Tony Karen up 5 spots into 9th. Indy is up 5 spots into 11th. Jeff Sheldon up 7 spots into 13th. And Jacob Morgan started 28th. Now in 14th. The biggest mover so far. Although not far behind, up 11 spots is Russell Worth in 19th. Ryan McDaniel up 9 spots into 17th. Darren Silva up 7 spots into 15th, and he started from pit road. You got to give that guy credit because while scoring says he's up 7 spots, he actually started from pit road, started from the tail end of the field, so he's passed half the field now. Brody Green also up 7 spots. Joshua Friel up to 21st after starting 31st. He's up 10 spots. Jarrett Woodard up 6 spots. Jarrett currently runs in 22nd. Patrick Gitter at the lead again, a place he's used to being, but he's going to have his hands full here tonight, I think. And as you heard Pudge say, that last stage is going to be the key. Green flag pit stops will play into that one. Evan Smith cheering on Darren Silva here tonight. Darren is really having an impressive run. Again, he started from pit road, so to be up to 16th place, he's come through half the field already. They stack back up, ready for the restart. Jeremy Gardner, Patrick Gitter on the front row. Jamie Knopf and Dean Webb on the second. Kevin Bernheimer, Blake Veekin on the third row. Richie Joplin and Pudge on the fourth. Patrick Pieper and Tony Karen rounding out the top 10. Indy just behind in 11th. Looking for a win here tonight. His first win in the Nowski Nation. And a win for both his birthday yesterday and his grandfather's birthday today. Also worth noting, he is the youngest member of the Nowski Nation at 11 years old and already a great real-world driver as well as a great driver on iRacing. Boy, Darren Silva might actually have the biggest fan club here tonight. Here we go. They fire. Green is back in the air. Gitter gets a good jump on the field. Jeremy Gardner in second. Jamie Knopf in third, down on the bottom. And here comes Dean Webb up top. And it looks like that bottom line through the middle of the turn is substantially faster. However, that run off that top just has so much more momentum. But you see how bouncy this bumpy back straightaway is. During practice, we saw a lot of guys come off turn 2, even on warm tires, and struggle down that straightaway. If you're too close to the wall, you hit a bump run, you're in the wall, and it could ruin your day. Darren Silva continues his march in 15th. Ryan McDaniel right behind him in 16th. Lonnie Roberts now up into 17th, and Russell Worth, his return to racing is, and he even has an I'm Back logo on the hood of that car. Great to see Russell back out here, especially good to see him in a Chevy again. And man, he is making it work tonight. And look at how close these guys look. It's really crazy to see this much movement on track. These guys are changing lanes every turn down the straightaway, trying to find as much speed, momentum, and draft help as possible. Looks like somebody got a little bit loose off turn 2. Didn't see who it was, but there was definitely some tire smoke there. Indy now up into 10th, up on the high side, battling with Patrick Pieper. Patrick coming by on the bottom. And Jacob Morgan. Talk about another guy who's charging through the field, up 15 spots now into 12th as he battles with Jeff Sheldon. Meanwhile, Patrick Gitter continues to lead, and every driver I've talked to this season said after Gitter's dominance during the truck season, there is no way they are letting Patrick Gitter win the points battle this season. But with Dean Webb back out here, Otto Cruz out here, a lot of the top guys back in the field that were kind enough to do race control last season, Patrick Gitter will have his hands full. Gitter moving back and forth down the front straightaway, trying to break the draft. Ryan McDaniel, Darren Silva have caught up to the pack ahead of them. Oh, Ryan gets way loose off turn 2. And it's 3 wide back behind. See if they've finally straightened out a little bit. Lonnie Roberts in this pack in the Reese's car. And now I'm hungry. Thanks, Lonnie. Oh! Otto Cruz gets the wall off turn 4, loses a ton of momentum down the front straightaway, and is dropping positions very quickly. Otto started in 3rd place and has fallen back the whole race, now back to 20th. And it looked like we had another driver got loose off of turn 2, has managed to get back up on track. Could not tell who it was, but man, things are getting exciting, especially off of turn 2 right now. Jacob Morgan trying to find momentum anywhere. We've seen every driver so far go from top to middle to bottom and back, just trying to find speed, and it's likely with this package to change every single lap. As track temperatures go up, these guys will have to find, and tires are worn, these guys have to find a better line, a faster way around. Tire wear is starting to show just a little bit with 5 laps to the stage break. They're already almost a second off their fastest laps. Dean Webb on the move now up into 2nd place. Gardner in 3rd, Bernheimer now up into 4th. But Blake Viken starting to come forward as well. Bernheimer trying to cut it up the middle. Almost gets into Jeremy Gardner there. Caution. Auto Cruz involved. Down the back straightaway. Oh, we had a car bump. The 19 of Clayton Duncan bumps off the outside wall. Ends up down into Auto Cruz. Clayton Duncan has towed to pit road. Auto Cruz keeps going. And this may be called as the stage break. We'll have to wait and see. Patrick Gitter leads them around. Likely to see a lot of drivers on pit road this time. Patrick down on the apron. It does look like he is going to lead them to pit road. And it does look like it's going to be the whole field this time. Here they come. Will we see any oddball tire strategies here? Will anybody try right sides only, or does everybody go for it? 4 tires and fuel and try to make the next stage. All the drivers on pit road, all the lead lap drivers on pit road, Jeffrey Goodpaster, Jaron Valley, both staying out trying to get back to the lead lap. And let's see if we can get a quick word with our leader, Patrick Gitter. Hey, Patrick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, yes, sir, Doug.
Hey, first question, because of the timing of this caution, is this being called the stage break?
This is, yeah, this will be the stage break, so everybody's coming in, taking tires and fuel, and we'll be ready for stage 2 here on the restart.
So you've been able to hold everybody off behind you, but there's been a few drivers charging up through the field. Do you have anybody you're watching closely?
You know, I've got my eye on the usual suspects here for me anyway, at least that I've been battling through the season so far. Gardner, Webb, Otto. I would normally say Clay, but I know Indy's subbing in tonight. So Indy ran a really good race in our practice session Monday night, so I'm keeping an eye on him. But outside of that, man, I mean, it's hard to pick out any 1 or 2 guys just because, I mean, each week, almost every week we've had a different winner here, and so competitive group, man. We'll see what happens.
Can you hold everybody off until the end of this one?
I doubt that. We'll see, man. I've been keeping my eyes on my mirrors here. I mean, Auto Club, it's all about the slide job, man. If you can make the low line work and get just in front of the guy on the outside, scoot up in front of him, you know, it's a good pass to make. You just got to keep an eye on it and see if they're going to be clear or not, and just be aware of your surroundings here.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Doug.
Patrick Gitter has led so far all night long, but you heard him say there's some usual suspects, plus he's a little bit worried about the youngest member of the Nowski Nation, Indy Kirchenbauer. After pit stops, he is back in 13th. But 4 fresh tires, he was charging forward earlier. Another one who made a big jump on pit road, Jacob Morgan, now into the top 10. He is in 9th. Pudge now back in 8th place. Blake Viken up to 5th now, and Kevin Bernheimer up to 3rd. Drivers warming their tires, coming out of turn 3 and 4, getting ready for the restart. Patrick Gitter does get the bonus points for winning stage 1. Pace car is in Gitter controls it. He fires, green flag back in the air. And Patrick quickly out front, Gardner in second, Bernheimer in third, already looking to the bottom, and he is side by side with Dean Webb. Blake Viken lurking back in fifth place. He has been lurking back there all night long. Jacob Morgan has been charging through this field. Darren Silva also been charging through. He is up into 14th now, trying to make his way past Jeffrey Sheldon. And a lot of three wide in a lot of different places on track right now. Brandon Newby trying to slice and dice his way through, but Colby Whipple down to the bottom. That is the battle for 18th right now. Everybody on fresh tires, so being a little extra cautious these first couple of laps. The car's really moving around a lot. Three wide through 3 and 4. It has been a constant occurrence here. Whipple all the way down to the apron has lost a ton of momentum here. And last time by, Jeremy Edwards was put the fastest lap of the race from 14. Indy trying to battle his way currently for 11th with Tony Caron. Jacob Morgan battling out with Pujanowski. That is for 8. Patrick Gitter continues to lead with Gardner in second, Dean Webb in third. And Indy just set the fastest lap of the race. Looks like this second set of tires and the track conditions are perfect. These guys are putting down even faster laps every time. Three wide all over the place every time through 3 and 4. Jacob Morgan has a massive drift up the track, 3 wide out of turn 4. And Pujanowski managing to get by. Morgan has suddenly started fading. He is back to 10th. Morgan is just continuing to drop. Now back to 12th. I don't know what happened. Looked like he might have just lost the handling on the coming out of the turn. Last time by, out of turn 4, and now has started dropping. Patrick Gitter starting to open up a little bit of a gap on Jeremy Gardner, 0.4 of a second. Dean Webb still in third. Blake Viken now up to 4th past Kevin Bernheimer. Richie Joplin, another guy starting to move forward. He is up into 6th. And Pujanowski in 7th, starting to get a little bit of a blink right in front of Jamie Knopf. Richie up into 6th now. And look who has started working his way into the top 10. Now up to 8th place is Indy Kirchenbauer. Caution caution is out. It looks like Bryant DeYoung is involved as well as Russell Worth. Oh, Russell loose off turn. No, Russell gets clipped by Bryant. Hard hit for Russell Worth on his return. Let's see if we can get a better angle on what happened. Looks like he's trying to get as close to the wall as possible, but just hit a bump wrong. Russell Worth tried to avoid it, ended up in the same situation. Russell on pit road. I would expect to see Bryant down in a moment as well. And let's see if we can get a quick word with the driver of the 12 car, Colby Whipple, who has been, let's make sure he doesn't go to pit road first, but Colby has been cutting his way through the field pretty quickly. Had some back and forth kind of moments there, but overall coming forward tonight. Hey Colby, it's Doug, you got me?
Hey, I got you, Doug. What's up?
Hey man, you've been kind of cutting through the field here tonight, making your way forward. I know you've had a couple of close calls, but can you keep moving that car toward the front?
Well, engine blew up on that first wreck of the race when those guys wrecked in front of me, so I got to keep it careful right now. But honestly, I just don't know that I have the setup to do much better than I am right now tonight.
Well, yeah, avoiding the wrecks is definitely going to be a big part of this, but obviously not having the setup, can you work past some of these guys? Are there some in front of you that you know you can get past?
There's a few I know if I get in front of, they won't pass me again. I hope, but me passing on this track is not going well right now. I'm just trying to really keep the car under me and not cause any issues tonight. So I don't know. Expectations are fairly low, sadly, but it's a long season.
Well, good luck, buddy, and best. Hopefully it comes to you.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Colby Whipple not optimistic tonight. Good evening, Brad. How you doing, buddy? If they don't get the one to go here, which I think they'll get the one to go, but if not, we'll try and get a quick word with Dean Webb, who's currently running in third. And it does look like the lights are out, so we'll get to a word with Dean next time by. Meanwhile, everybody stacks back up for the restart. The only drivers on pit road this time, Otto Cruz was in again, Jeffrey Goodpaster, Jaron Valley, Brody Green, Justin Swafford, the points leader, was in, and Russell Worth. Did not see Bryant DeYoung, who was involved in that incident. I did not see him on pit road this time. Not sure if he was able to take a quick look at Bryant's car here. Doesn't look like he had any issue. Doesn't look like he has any damage at the moment. A car looks like it's in good shape here. Inside line looks like it's having a little problem getting... Nope, they're getting packed back up, ready to go. Pace car is in. Patrick Gitter controls the restart. Gitter fires, they are away. Green is back in the air. And already some guys making some moves just past the start-finish line, just getting a slightly better restart. off turn 2, watching to see if anybody has any problems. No problem so far, but this battle between Richie Joplin, Kevin Bernheimer starting to heat up a little. Bernheimer now down to the bottom. That is the battle for 5th. Patrick Gitter managing to hold everybody off for the moment. Gardner and Viken, though, nose to tail, trying to build some momentum here. Dean Webb now back into 3rd. Oh, big wreck back behind. Caution is out. Down the back straightaway, it looks like Jeremy Edwards involved. Here they come down the back straightaway, and again, oh, Jacob Morgan looks like he had a little bit of a bump from behind. See if we can get a different angle on this one. Jacob Morgan there in the Superman 24 car. Looks like he might have moved up across the nose of the 51. Just got loose, ended up in the wall. And Jeremy Edwards catches the brunt of that one. Take a look at Morgan coming off of turn 2. Looks like he just thought he was clear, moved up a hair. Not sure if he caught a bump wrong on that one. And let's try and get that word with her. Well, let's make sure they don't go to pit road and surprise us here. All right, let's see if we can get a word with Dean Webb in 3rd. Hey, Dean, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it looks like a lot of fun and a little bit nerve-wracking out there.
Yeah, we definitely have to rip the lip to save all the tire we can here.
It has been exciting. You guys right up by the wall, and obviously with the potential of getting aero loose, that can cause some problems as we've seen so far tonight, but you're one of the drivers we haven't seen completely sideways at some point.
Yeah, I've been trying to just keep the car under me and hope we can pull maybe a top 5, top 10 out of this thing tonight.
Well, man, you're having an awesome run, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Dean Webb currently runs in 3rd place. Sounds like up by the wall seems to be the best place for the drivers to conserve tires right now. But again, with that bumpy back straightaway, that is a dangerous proposition as we have seen tonight. Jacob Morgan is on pit road. Does look like he might have gotten some damage. Patrick Gitter, Jeremy Gardner, Dean Webb, Blake Viken, and Richie Joplin are your top 5. Kevin Bernheimer is 6th. Nowski in 7th. Jamie Knopf in 8th. Patrick Pieper in 9th. And Indy Kirchenbauer in 10th. Justin Swafford, the points leader, just outside the top 10 in 11th. Brandon Newby now into 12th. Jeff Sheldon is 13th. Ryan McDaniel 14th. And Brody Green in 15th. Darren Silva, Colby Whipple, Robbie Allers, Otto Cruz, and Sean Lesperance rounding out the top 20. Surprised we have not seen Lesperance charging through the field like we have the past couple of races. Looking to see if he can make his way towards the front later on. Everybody stacked back up, side by side, ready for the green. about 10 laps from the finals, just over 10 laps from the final stage break, and then they'll go 50 laps of green flag racing to the finish. And during that 50 laps, they will have to make one pit stop at some point, roughly at the halfway point, which could be a huge, huge factor. One mistake on pit road, speeding penalty, anything like that could end somebody's race quickly. Pace car is in. Patrick Gitter controls the restart. He fires. Green is back. Oh, we're going to have a wreck on the front straightaway. Richie Joplin is around. Swafford is around. Caution is back out. And whoa, they pile up big time at the start-finish line. Let's see what happened here. It looks like possibly spun tires on... Yo! Richie Joplin, I do believe, spun his tires a little bit. Gets into Bernheimer. Several drivers try and avoid. And then the big one at Auto Club. Kevin Bernheimer caught in it. Jeff Sheldon caught in it. Richie Joplin caught in it. Otto Cruz gets evasive. Not sure if he got any damage in this one. Everybody checking up, and oh yeah, Otto gets clipped and goes down to the inside, then gets another hit. Jacob Morgan looks like he might have avoided everything. Jacob just drives it down into the grass, sideways, and then somehow pulls it back together and gets rolling. What a move by Jacob Morgan. Sean Lesperance got caught in that one as well as Russell Worth. Well, let's see what happened to Sean. They stack up right there in front of him. And he just has nowhere to go. Expect a lot of drivers to be a lot more cautious here in just a moment, as a lot of them having to use up the repair here. Patrick Gitter still in the lead. Gardner in second. Dean Webb in third. Blake Viken in fourth. Jamie Knopf in fifth. Pudge now up to sixth. Patrick Pieper in seventh. Indy now back into eighth. Justin Swafford in the ninth. And Brandon Newby in 10th. Brody Green, one of the newer drivers in the group, up to 11th now. Ryan McDaniel has come from 26th up to 12th. But the biggest mover so far is Josh Friel, who somehow managed to avoid all of that. See if we can get a quick word with Joshua Friel. Hey Joshua, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I sure do. How's it going?
Hey, good. I have to ask, man, did you put a lucky rabbit's foot in the car before tonight?
Oh, it sure seems like it. I've been barely scraping by all these accidents.
It is definitely paying off. You're up 17 spots, and I know you were making some moves earlier in the race. Can you keep getting lucky and make your way to the front?
We're going to try and take this Cody Hicks car all the way up front.
Well, man, it's been a great run so far. You got a little back-end damage there, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect you too much.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Well, we got that stage break coming up here soon, so hopefully I can get it fixed.
Well, good luck, man. Hopefully your luck holds and you continue that march toward the front.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, Doug.
Joshua Friel, the biggest mover so far, up 17 spots into 14th. A little bit of damage on the back end, missing that rear bumper, but man, it doesn't seem to be bothering him. And he has had every close call in the book tonight. Patrick Gitter and Jeremy Gardner on the front row. Dean Webb, Blake Viken on the second. Jamie Knopf and Pudge on the third. Patrick Pieper, Indy Kirchenbauer on the fourth. Justin Swafford and Brandon Newby rounding out the top 10. Looks like Pudge might be starting to have a bit of a blink back in that third row. There he is. That could be problematic for the restart. Hopefully it settles down a little bit here, but time will tell. Gitter and Gardner on the front row. Gitter controls the restart. Pace car is in. Patrick holds. He fires. Oh, wheel spin out of Patrick Gitter, but he makes it. Green flag in the air. And Pudge still having quite a bit of a blink going on. Brandon Newby now up into 10th, Indy in 9th. As they come off of turn 2, Patrick Gitter opens up a bit of a gap on the first part of this lap. Gardner trying to find some momentum on the high side. Dean Webb, Blake Viken, and Jamie Knopf. And Pudge's blinking is continuing. Definitely not something he wants to see on his first night back from vacation. Looks like it might be smoothing out. And Jeff Sheldon has had an incident. Coming down the front straight away. Oh, the 39 just comes down. Thought he had more room. And Sheldon goes around into the inside wall hard. Pieper into 7th, Swafford 8th, Indy in 9th, and Brandon Newby in 10th. But Newby has Brody Green right on the back bump. Wow. That got a little bit close coming off turn 4. Tony Karen has come to pit road right before the stage break. That could be a bold strategy move. Gitter continues to lead. Gardner in 2nd, Dean Webb in 3rd. That has been the... And now Blake Viken shoots to the bottom for 3rd. Blake comes back up the track and clears. He is now up to 3rd and charging forward. Dean Webb fighting back up on the high side. Back behind, Pudge and Jamie Knopf battling, Patrick Pieper and Jamie battling it out. Indy Kirchenbauer riding behind in 8th. Justin Swafford, the points leader, now back up into 9th. Newby in 10th. Newby about to be overtaken by Brody Green. Jacob Morgan, after that earlier incident, made his way back up into 18th place. Sean Lesperance, we mentioned he was not moving forward much like we have seen the past couple of weeks. I guess he didn't like hearing that because he just jumped up to 17th and continues marching his way forward. Joshua Friel up into 20th place now, has been one of the luckiest drivers out there, trying to hold off on fixing the little bit of damage he has until the stage break in just another lap or so. Gardner, however, has caught up. Oh, Gardner's loose off too. And he did not lift. Down to the bottom, 1 lap to the stage break, and Gardner trying to get a lead here. Russell Worth has had another incident. What a heartbreaking night for his first race back after a month's off. Just gets the wall off turn 4. Manages to get it back up onto the track. Gardner down the back straightaway, coming to the stage break, right on the bumper. Can he make something happen here? Through 3 and 4, does not have the momentum yet. Off turn 4, Gardner pushes, but it's going to be Patrick Gitter at the line. Pudge has made his way up to third now. And it looks like his connection problems have been fixed. Jamie Knopf in fourth, Dean Webb in fifth. Hey, good evening, Aiden. Robbie Allers has crashed as they come down to end lap 50. Should see the caution any second. Gardner unable to get past. There is the stage brake caution. What happened to Robbie Allers? Off turn 2, the back end just comes around on him. Fortunately, right at the stage brake, so he'll be able to make a comeback here. Patrick Gitter has won 2 of the stages so far. Expect everybody to be on pit road this time. Couple of updates on some popular drivers. Indy Kirchenbauer currently in 8th place. Darren Silva having one heck of a run tonight. He is now up into 12th. Started in 22nd. Brody Green up 10 spots as well. He is in 11th. As all the drivers head to pit road. Ryan McDaniel now up into 14th. Sean Lesperance up to 16th. And it looks like Jeremy Edwards is staying out. He hit pit road on lap 41. Had a long pit stop. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Jeremy Edwards. Hey, Jeremy, it's Doug. You got me? Jeremy Edwards, it's Doug in the booth. You got me? Looks like Edwards may be having some technical difficulties here. Darren Silva having quite a run here tonight. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Darren, this is Doug in the booth. You got me? Hey, Darren, it's Doug. You got me? Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, there you are. Man, you're having quite a run tonight, up to 13th right now, but you've been coming through the field pretty quickly.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised coming into this race. I was really worried about anything.
Well, it seems to be working out so far. You have been really close to a couple of incidents, but managed to get through the chaos.
Again, a little bit of luck on the side. That one on the start was probably the scariest one. Definitely thought I was going to get hit from behind.
Well, man, it has worked out so far. I know you've got some fans in the stands tonight, so go get this done for them.
Appreciate it.
Darren Silva started back in 22nd place, up to 13th right now. Jeremy Edwards did not go to pit road. He last pitted on lap 41. Had a very long pit stop at that point, but is in the lead. But everybody around him on 11 lap fresher tires, that is going to show very, very quickly. Hopefully Jeremy can hold on to a few positions here. Down the back straightaway, everybody stacked back up, ready to go. The final stage about to have the green flag drop. Just past the halfway point. Pace car drops in. Jeremy Edwards leads him down. He fires. Green is back in the air. How long can Edwards hold these guys off on the older tires? He moves up to the high side. Gardner right there underneath, going for the lead for the first time. And they are 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. Patrick Gitter pulls the nose ahead, but Gardner sends it into turn 3 a lot deeper. And here comes Jamie Knopf running off turn 4, trying to get up there in the battle. Edwards starting to fade. It is Gitter at the line. Gardner definitely gave him a run for his money there. Darren Silva starting to march his way forward as well. Despite not thinking this one was going to go well, he is up here battling Richie Joplin for 13th. And a bit of the car in the middle drifting back as Indy Kirchner comes to the bottom. Brandon Newby goes to the top. Brody Green slipping back just a little bit. Looks like that middle line has not been the best place to be tonight. Every driver we've seen get in there has gone backwards. They're single file for the top 3 spots. Patrick Gitter, Jeremy Gardner, Jamie Knopf. Nowski trying to make it 3 wide off turn 2. It gets a little sketchy with Patrick Pieper. Blake Viken now in 5th, battling with Pudge. And they have caught up to Jamie. This battle up front really beginning to heat up. Meanwhile, back behind, a bunch of cars still in just a big mess back here. Oh, we've got one in the wall. That was Jeremy Edwards. I think he just gave it a little kiss. Did not lose much momentum there. Brandon Newby trying to make his way forward, currently in 11th. Indy Kirchner has made his way to 8th. Richie Joplin now in 9th. Jeremy Edwards on the older tires has faded back into 12th. Kevin Bernheimer in 13th. Kevin was up in the top 5 earlier in the race, but struggling here after the second stage. Lonnie Roberts now up to the 15th. We've got some bumping on the back straightaway. Lonnie into the inside wall. Caution is out. Several cars involved. It is another big one. Brian DeYoung caught in this one. Jeremy Edwards, Ryan McDaniel. Let's take a look at this. Looks like we just had some guys really getting loose off of turn 2. Oh, Sean Lesperant. Hard spin. Taking a look at Lonnie Roberts again. Kevin Bernheimer in the middle. Oh, Bernheimer just gets loose, bounces off Roberts into... And that is where it all started. Joshua Friel also caught in this one. The 0-3 of Otto Cruz trying to... Oh, Otto just gets the wall. That, yeah, Sean Lesperance gets caught in that. Ryan McDaniel. A lot of drivers caught up in that one on the back straightaway. We did say during pre-race, the back straightaway would have a lot of action. Looking through the field to see who some of the biggest movers are after that one. Indy Kirchenbauer now up into 7th place. Darren Silva now up to 12th. Brody Green up to 13th. Jeffrey Goodpaster in 14th. And Jacob Morgan making another comeback. He is up to 15th. Colby Whipple now in 16th. And everybody from 16th on back has come to pit road. Jeffrey Goodpaster now up into 14th. We haven't talked to Goodpaster yet tonight. Hey, Jeffrey, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, it's been a little bit wild out there, but you've, for the most part, survived.
Yeah, I've survived it all so far. It's not over yet.
You have had a couple of very, very close calls out there, but can you keep moving forward? You're up 6 spots already.
It depends on how the track changes and how I can adjust my line and going into the corners and everything. But we'll see how it goes.
I know a lot of the drivers talking about it being really loose off turn 2 and that back straightaway being bumpy. It makes things a bit interesting. I've seen you get loose a couple of times, but are you going to be able to continue to hold on to the back end?
With a little bit of a brake bias adjustment, I'm pretty sure I can fix that.
Well, good luck, man. It has been a great run so far, and hopefully that car stays clean for you.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Good luck, man. Jeffrey Goodpaster, obviously a little surprised himself at the luck he's having here tonight. They stack back up for the restart. Gardner and Gitter on the front row again. Pudge and Jamie Knopp have the second row. Blake Viken, Patrick Pieper on the third row. Indy Kirchenbauer and Dean Webb on the fourth. Richie Joplin, Brandon Newby rounding out the top 10. Sean Lesperance in the chat. I'm assuming that means that Rick ended your night, buddy. That's a bit heartbreaking. Sean, you really have got to do something about your luck, man. Every time that car starts to come alive, something goes wrong. Coming through turns 3 and 4, getting ready for the green. Out of turn 4, the pace car about to drop in. And they fire. Green is back in the air. Gitter gets a huge jump this time. Gardner now under attack. Jamie Knopp on the bottom. Gitter just power moves it to the high side. Pudge right in their tire tracks in fourth. Blake Viken in fifth. It looks like we've got a couple of cars possibly blinking in the top 5, but everybody smoothed out for the moment. Richie Joplin and Indy Kirchenbauer battling it out. That is a battle for 7th place, and Dean Webb in that fight now. Jacob Morgan and Jeffrey Goodpaster nose to tail. That is 15th and 16th as these two drivers. Oh, Goodpaster looks to the bottom. These two drivers definitely have made their way through the field more than once tonight. And Goodpaster is just chomping at the bit to get to the front. Look at him go. Jacob Morgan hopping in his tire tracks trying to find some more speed. And he does and comes by with the draft help from Kevin Bernheimer. Oh, getting word Sean Lesperance will be back out on track, but he's got about 10 minutes of repairs just getting back out there for the points. Gardner now back to third as Jamie Knopp goes to second and goes charging towards Patrick Gitter. Nowski now down to the bottom, trying to crack into the top three. Oh, we've got some cars sliding all over the place. I believe that was Dean Webb really loose off turn 2, and Brandon Newby right on his back bumper. Indy currently battling Richie Joplin for ninth. You know that young man. Oh, we've got Bernheimer in the grass. Let's see what happened to Kevin here. Just gets the wall out of turn 4. And does not seem to lift through the grass back out onto track. Indy Kirchenbauer, Brandon Newby, and Dean Webb fighting it out with Richie Joplin. These four cars have been swapping 7th through 10th for several laps. Back behind Justin Swafford, the points leader, now up into 11th. And what about this battle between Brody Green in 12th, Darren Silva 13th, Jeffrey Goodpaster in 14th, and now Ryan McDaniel in 15th. Another battle where, oh wow! Another battle where we're seeing some really loose race cars, and we're seeing some guys swapping positions every single lap. McDaniel down to the bottom, comes past Goodpaster, now setting up on Silva. Jacob Morgan and Joshua Friel continuing to make their way forward, 16th and 17th. Back up front, Jamie has held on to second place but has not been able to get to Gitter yet. Gardner now in third, Pudge in fourth, and Pudge has a Blake Viken literally pushing him down the straightaway. Normally, bump drafting is okay, but on a back straightaway as bumpy as Auto Club, man, that is a risky proposition. Dean Webb now in 7th, Newby in 8th, Indy in 9th, and Richie Joplin in 10th. Top 10 pretty much single file for the moment. Remember, they will have to make one green flag stop. Worth noting that did hear from Clay Kirchenbauer earlier today. He did make Indy do a lot of practice for green flag stops. Back behind that battle from 12th on back as Ryan McDaniel and Jeffrey Goodpaster have continued their march forward and brought Brody Green with them. Darren Silva also right in that mix. Darren was just as surprised that he had made his way as far forward as he has. Since we talked to him, he continues marching forward. Brody Green in 15th, Joshua Friel in 16th, and Jacob Morgan in 17th, starting to pull their way forward. Kevin Bernheimer has had nothing but trouble here tonight. He is back to 18th now after running in the top 5 during stage 1. Jarrett Woodard currently in 19th. Brian DeYoung, another driver who has had a lot of difficulty here tonight, been caught in several incidents, in 20th now. Colby Whipple, who is making his way forward earlier on, now back in 21st. Big surprise to see Otto Cruz back in 22nd. Looks like, though, he is out of repairs. He has been caught in multiple incidents, just running around for points right now with no front clip. Jeff Sheldon back in 13th. Back in 23rd. Looks like he has got some damage as well, as does Russell Worth. These guys just trying to get some points and some track time in these cars. As we've talked about all season long, these cars probably some of the hardest to drive on the iRacing due to the fact that they have the most horsepower, but very little downforce compared to current gen cars. Sean Lesperance is rolling back out on track. Sean currently scored in 26th place, just trying to get some laps, points, and practice. Top 5 single file. Looks like we've got a little bit. Oh! Dean Webb off the track in the grass. Holds the throttle, gets her back up there. Let's see what happened. It looked like he bounced off Patrick Pieper. Oh, looks like Pieper came down as he was coming up, as Dean was coming up, and they met in the middle. Dean rally crossing it through the grass. Dean was up battling in the top 3 earlier in the race, now back in 13th. And look who's flying by him, Darren Silva and Brody Green. And look at the mess right behind them, 3 wide. You've got Kevin Bernheimer, Jacob Morgan, and Josh Friel. Friel definitely has a good run up on the high side. Him and Morgan have been battling it out. Oh, Friel gets a little loose off 2. Back up front, Patrick Gitter still holding everybody off. 25 laps to go. Should start seeing some green flag pit stops. Dean Webb did go to pit road after that incident. Blake Viken now on pit road. Meanwhile, the top 4 nose to tail. Everybody looking for any kind of advantage they can get here. Looks like Pudge's vacation did him a little bit of good. He is up to 4th. Patrick Pieper in 5th. Brandon Newby 6th. Richie Joplin in 7th. Richie to pit road. Indy. Oh! It looked like Richie Joplin had a problem on pit road right in front of Indy. Richie just fights the wheel. Gets the cone, but manages to get it stopped. Indy slips by quickly. Green flag pit stops underway at Auto Club. The final stops of the night. Patrick Gitter driving down. He is coming to pit road. He's bringing the lead pack with him. Oh, we've got a car around. It is Patrick Gitter. Jamie Knopf stays out, leads a lap. Brandon Newby stays out. Swafford is staying out. Bernheimer staying out. Brody Green and Jared Woodard all stay out. Let's see if we can find a replay of Patrick Gitter going on pit road. Let's watch Patrick's pit road entry. Obviously, green flag stops playing a huge factor here tonight. Gitter gets it down as he's trying to get it woed up. Pudge really sends it in. Gitter just gets loose and hits the barrier. Loses about 3 spots. He's going to have to fight his way back up. And a ton of momentum loss there as well. Jamie's still out on track, as is Swafford and Bernheimer. Brandon Newby, Brody Green, and Jarrett Woodard now on pit road. Waiting for pit stops to cycle through and figure out where everybody is. Several incidents on pit road tonight. Jamie Knopf has got to be hoping for a caution here for an opportunity to put several cars on a lap down. Currently only 6 cars. Oh, here comes Jamie in. Swafford is staying out. Indy Kirchenbauer, Brandon Newby now battling it out. That is the battle for 8th. Jeremy Gardner, after a pit stop, the fastest lap of the race so far tonight. Justin Swafford has not been to pit road yet. Neither has Kevin Bernheimer. Bernheimer did pit on lap 60 after one of the incidents. Can go a little bit further on fuel. Swafford is in. Bernheimer assumes the lead. No, Swafford missed pit road. Justin Swafford missed pit road. Hopefully he is not too low on fuel right now and can make it back to pit lane. Bernheimer does assume the lead after going by. Swafford slows down this time for pit road and clips the grass, trying to get her woed up. Blake Viken and Jeremy Gardner currently battling it out. Those are the battle for the lead once Kevin Bernheimer comes down. Bernheimer likely able to make it several more laps from here. If the caution came out, Bernheimer would be in a great position right now. And there's a battle going on right in front of him. Bernheimer in the lead, still has to pit. Everybody else has been down. Gardner and Viken battling it out. That is for second and third. Pudge now in fourth. Dean Webb in fifth. Brandon Newby in sixth. And look who's in seventh. Indy Kirchenbauer. Apparently Clay having him practice pit stops has paid off here tonight. Ryan McDaniel on Indy's back bumper. And Jacob Morgan is starting to make his way forward. He had a great pit stop. He is now in ninth place. Patrick Pieper now in 10th. And after the incident on pit road, Gitter back in 11th. Just ahead of the leader, Kevin Bernheimer, as well. Oh, Bernheimer's tires really starting to show their wear as he gets loose off of turn 4. Gardner about 26 seconds behind, waiting for Bernheimer to hit pit road so he can assume the lead for the first time tonight. Patrick Gitter, who led most of the early laps, now back in 11th. Darren Silva in 12th. Brody Green in 13th. Jarrett Woodard in 14th. Justin Swafford is right there in 15th. Joshua Friel in 16th. Friel on fresh tires, coming by the leader. Jeffrey Sheldon currently the first car, one lap down in 17th. Russell Worth in 18th. He's making a comeback here tonight. Jamie Knopf in 19th after battling up in the top 2 and battling for the lead earlier. Richie Joplin now back in 20th, and he has his hands full. As lead lap cars coming by him on the high side. Bernheimer still staying out on track, 12 laps to go. Don't think he can make a full 40 lap run here. Gardner, meanwhile, chopping away at the lead by Kevin Bernheimer. He has now cut it down to 23 seconds. If Bernheimer doesn't get a caution soon, he is going to lose a lot of time and a lot of positions on pit road. Right now, Gardner a second and a half faster a lap. Meanwhile, the battle for second starting to heat up as Blake Viken holding off Dean Webb and Pudge Nowski. Brandon Newby having a great run, currently in 6th. Indy Kirchenbauer battling with Jacob Morgan for 7th right now. Hey, good evening, Hayden. Oh, Bernheimer's on pit road. This is the moment that Gardner wanted. It stayed green. He will assume the lead here. Pudge currently back in 2nd, battling with Blake Viken. Viken has the nose ahead. And they are getting, we've seen them get loose off the turns. They're getting awfully close in the final 10 laps. Gardner has a 7/10 of a second lead over Pudge. Blake Viken in now up to 3rd. Dean Webb in 4th. Brandon Newby in 5th. Indy Kirchenbauer now in 6th, battling with Jacob Morgan in 7th. Jacob Morgan pulls just ahead. Ryan McDaniel back behind in 8th. Ryan's night has been impressive, to say the least, up 18 spots. But Jacob Morgan has them all beat, up 21 spots tonight. Oh, happy birthday, Hayden. Wait a minute, Hayden Tollison shares the same birthday as Indy Kirchenbauer. Yesterday. Eight laps to go for Gardner, and he is starting to pull a gap on Pudge. Just a hair under 1 second. Blake Viken in 3rd. Meanwhile, caution is out. Jarrett Woodard involved. Oh, Jarrett was way loose off of turn 4, hits the outside wall, hard on the brakes, gets down on the apron, but man, tire wear playing a big issue. Gardner first, Pudge in 2nd. They'll have one last shot at this one. Blake now in 3rd. Newby in 4th. Dean Webb in 5th. Jacob Morgan currently in 6th. Clay Kirchenbauer in 7th. Indy Kirchenbauer. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Jacob Morgan. Hey, Jacob, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, it has been a wild one for you tonight. Couple of issues out there. You ended up at the back of the field, and now you've made your way up into 6th.
Yep. I don't know what to do here.
Well, I would say get 4 tires and send it.
I am.
Can you get the rest of the way to the front here this late in the race?
I'm hoping so, but every time you talk to me, Doug, it doesn't end well.
I will try and remember to not talk to you late in the race.
You ought to be, Bruce. So good, man. I love it.
Well, good luck, buddy. I hope you get that 24 to victory lane tonight.
Me too, bud. Thanks.
I hope I didn't just jinx him. Note to self, in fact, I'm writing this down now. When Jacob Morgan's doing really well, don't interview him. Ryan McDaniel takes the lead after pit stops. He is one of the drivers that did not pit. Darren Silva also did not pit. Currently in 2nd. Kevin Bernheimer pitted on lap. He did pit again. His strategy appears to be paying off here. Jeff Sheldon is still out. Pudge is still out. Pudge is the first driver to pit under this caution. Up into 5th. Gardner in 6th, Patrick Pieper in 7th, Brandon Newby in 8th, Blake Vicken in 9th, and Dean Webb in 10th. Jacob Morgan now in 11th, Indy Kirchenbauer in 12th. The top 4 did not pit under this caution. However, Ryan McDaniel, Darren Silva, and Jeff Sheldon all pitted on lap 77 or 78. We saw just before the caution on lap 90, Kevin Bernheimer went to pit road, so his tires not as worn as the guys in front of him. Could be Bernheimer's big opportunity to go to victory lane. They stack back up for one final restart. They'll have 4 to go at the green. Watch for tire spin out of that top 4. That could play a huge factor here. Pace car is in. McDaniel controls the restart. He fires. He has tire spin. Darren Silva spins him. They're wrecking behind. Caution is back out. We'll go to a green-white chat. Another big one back behind. There you see the tire spin at the front and the chaos behind. And Jacob Morgan gets caught and... Yeah, sorry, Jacob. Patrick Kidder gets caught as well. A lot of drivers caught up in the back of this one. Dean Webb also caught up in this one. Oh, that was a hard hit. Patrick Gitter gets into Dean. Darren Silva takes a hard crash. The top 2 on older tires just spin and Bernheimer collects a piece of it. Silva just goes around and gets clipped a couple of times. Pudge also gets caught in this. Pudge almost gets clear of it, but Gardner gets hit and turned into him. Wow, a lot of cars impacted on this incident. Several drivers unable to complete and had to tow to pit road. So we will get a green-white checkered finish. Ryan McDaniel is out front. Brandon Newby gets to 2nd. And Kevin Bernheimer holds on to 3rd. Trying to get a look. Bernheimer does have the nose pushed in. Let's see if we can get a word with Ryan. I do not actually see Ryan McDaniel available to interview. I do see Kevin Bernheimer, though, available. Hey, Kevin, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, bud. How you doing?
I'm good, but man, you got a little damage. I thought you were going to clear that one for a moment.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was hoping I didn't start it. Like they spun the tires and ended up right in front of me, and I didn't have nowhere to go. But yeah, I've got damage. I come in and I ran the last set of tires and gas out, tried to pit, spun and hit the wall head on, and I'm on 2 tires with some damage. So we'll see what happens.
It does look like it is a bit of aero damage, but can you get in behind Ryan and at least hold him off for a top 3 finish?
Yeah, I'm going to give it my best here. Hopefully we can get this in here on this shot. We'll see what happens here. He's on old tires too. It's just me and him, and so we'll see what goes on here.
Well, good luck, buddy, and hopefully that damage doesn't hurt you too much.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
Kevin Bernheimer does have some nose damage. Will affect the aero on the car. All right, as they stack back up for the restart here, it's going to be Ryan McDaniel and Kevin Bernheimer on the front row. Jeremy Gardner, Brandon Newby have the second row. Blake Veecken, Patrick Pieper on the third row. Indy Kirchenbauer, Jeff Sheldon on the fourth. Jacob Morgan and Patrick Gitter rounding out the top 10. Doesn't look like Morgan has a ton of damage on that car. Old tires on the front row. And new tires back behind. Gardner stays out with damage. That could be a bit interesting. There is no telling what's about to happen here. Gardner is missing his entire front bumper, and he's in third. This could get really dicey. Old tires and damaged cars up front. Pace car is in. Green-white checker time. McDaniel fires. They are away. Brandon Newby goes to the high side for second immediately. Bernheimer back to third. Here comes Blake Veecken in fourth. Indy is up to fifth now. Indy shoots to the bottom. He is looking for a way around Bernheimer. Looks like Indy might have some damage to the nose, but he is still moving forward. Brody Green has crashed. Indy Kirchenbauer before caution is out. We'll do another green-white checkered. What happened here? Brody off of turn 2. Gets a little bit of a bump. Spins down to the inside. Gets that inside wall. Let's see from a different angle. Looks like he just gets a little bit of a bump from the bottom, and it turns him around. Wait a minute, no, Ryan McDaniel still in second, still has not pitted. And with the green-white checker, the fuel question comes into mind. Can he make it to the end? They're already chomping at the bit, trying to get stacked back up. Newby and McDaniel in the front row. Blake Veecken and Indy Kirchenbauer on the second row. Kevin Bernheimer, Patrick Pieper on the third. Patrick Gitter, Justin Swafford on the fourth row. Russell Worth and Jamie Knopf rounding out the top 10. Jeff Sheldon, Richie Joplin 11th and 12th. Gardner, Green, Morgan, Woodard, and Joshua Friel all on pit road. Brian DeYoung getting waved around. He'll be back on the lead lap here. They'll get one to green this time by. Still some damaged cars at the front, some old tires at the front. Brandon Newby has neither. 4 fresh tires and no damage to the Chevy. They come around and get the 1 to green. Can Newby get it done tonight? Can Indy fight his way through? Can Ryan McDaniels hold them all off on old tires? Does Ryan McDaniel have enough fuel to make it to the end here? Last pitted on lap 78, second green-white checkered extension. Fuel has got to be becoming a question mark for him. Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up for the green-white checkered finish. Brandon Newby has not had a win yet this season. This could be the first. Here they come out of turn 4. The final green-white checkered of the night. And half the outside line at the back is missing the front clips as the green drops and Newby pulls away. Blake Veakin quickly shoots up into second. Blake also fresh tires and no damage. Ryan McDaniel at third. Indy up in fourth. Bernheimer down on the bottom. Down the back straightaway, everybody battling for position. Indy holding on to 5th right now, but he is under attack. They're going to go 3 wide. It is 3 wide for 5th as the battle is on for 2nd. Now this is the battle for the lead. Brandon Newby, Blake Veakin holding on. White flag is in the air. Down into turn 1. Newby still in the lead. Veakin right on the back bumper. Oh, we've got a big wreck out of turn 2 on the back straightaway. No caution. Bernheimer involved. Down out of turn 4. Veakin sends it to the bottom, right to the back bumper. Down the front straightaway, they come to the checkered. Newby is going to pull it off. Blake Veakin comes home 2nd. Justin Swafford comes from nowhere to finish 3rd. Jamie Knopf in 4th. Patrick Pieper in 5th. Indy comes home in 6th. Patrick Gitter in 7th. Ryan McDaniel 8th. Brian DeYoung in 9th. And Jeremy Gardner finishing 10th without a front clip. And wow, what a finish. Let's see if we can get a quick word with our top 3. Justin is Doug, you got me?
Copy.
Man, I have to ask, early on in the race, you were kind of outside the top 10, sometimes even further back, and yet here we are on the last couple of laps. You come from nowhere for 3rd.
They kept wrecking, and I kept avoiding them somehow. There was a couple times, man, I need some new pants.
You forgot to wear the brown pants, didn't you?
I did.
Well, man, at least you're going to... It definitely helping the points here tonight, and especially with that wild one and some of the guys you were battling falling back a lot.
Yeah, we'll take a top 3. I mean, I didn't even plan on, like you said, I was outside the top 10. We weren't fast at all. So trying to find a line to work, and then just kept wrecking, avoiding it, and came out of the top 3. So I'll take it.
Well, man, congratulations. It was an awesome comeback tonight, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
I just realized I forgot Brandon Newby's new nickname, but let's see if we can get quick word with Blake Beacon. Hey, Blake, this is Doug. You got me? Hey, Blake, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
First off, great parking job.
Thank you.
Man, that was a wild one there at the end. It looked like you tried to get to Newbie and rattle his cage a little bit, but just didn't have enough on that last lap.
Oh, I was definitely trying to get him loose. I mean, I've known him for 10 years. I know how he races, and he knows how I race. It's good old fun. I'm just glad he won.
Well, it was quite a battle. You guys came down to just the 2 up cars up front with fresh tires and no damage. Man, that was an awesome battle for the win.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I'm
glad me and him could finally get a 1-2.
That is awesome. That is really cool that you guys did, and again, an awesome parking job tonight as well.
Thank you.
Congrats, buddy.
Yep.
Just kidding, word. Thank you, Ryan McDaniel. I thought this was the case, but I couldn't remember for sure. Brandon Newby's new Discord nickname is McSuckles. And McSuckles, your nickname has to change going into next week. Man, what a run tonight, and especially what a finish with Beacon all over your back bumper.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Had a good car. Had a good long run car.
You definitely did. You really came on the second half of the run and started running guys down, but man, it really came down to you just having no damage and 4 fresh tires at the front, those last green-white checkers.
Yeah. Just at the end, I couldn't turn. So.
Gardner is destroying your car. That is awesome. Your first win of the season, and I don't believe. Did you get a win in the Truck Series last season?
No.
So this is your first win in the last 2 seasons. That's got to be an awesome feeling.
Yeah. But I didn't win. Newbie won. Come on now.
Wait, who do I have? Is this not Newbie?
No, this is McDaniel.
Oh, why did you put me? Oh, that was crap. Now I gotta go find Newbie. Oh. Alright, where is Newbie now? I don't think he is here tonight.
Yeah, he is.
He's not in the Discord.
It says I'm Doobie.
Oh, for crying out loud. McDaniel just messing with us. Alright, Newbie, you're going to have to stop changing your nickname and confusing me, bud.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was not me.
I know. Ryan heard me asking, so he put your name as... We're going to have a talk. Man, I do have to say, your car got totaled there at the end, but having the only one of the 2 undamaged fresh tire cars was pretty impressive there at the end.
It was. Are y'all entertained? Did me and I think it was Blake. Did me and Blake put a show on for the fans? That's all I want to know.
Yes, it was, because I really thought Blake was going to put the bumper to you out of 4.
Oh man, dude, I'm on cloud 9 right now. I'm happy. I didn't ever think I was going to get one of these, and then I just lucked into this one, man. I guess I backed into it. I'm gonna use Alex Bowman's little talk here.
Well, it definitely works, man. Congratulations. And your first win in the last couple of seasons. You've got to be riding on Cloud 9 now.
Oh man, I just hope it builds momentum for the rest of the year. Honestly, that's all. Now I can just pivot to just focusing on the playoffs right now.
That is a great way to start it, and got you into the playoffs. And man, it has been a great season for you so far, and this is definitely the best way to move forward.
Oh man, it was. I don't. I even had to mute my mic. I was like, let me take a moment just to bring it all in. I was just like so happy. I was screaming. I didn't want nobody on the Discord to hear me because literally I thought I would never, I think I always thought I was going to get there, but I finally plateaued, man, and it felt so good.
Well, man, what an awesome win, and congratulations. And now you owe Ryan McDaniels a wreck for trying to steal your interview.
Oh, I mean, he had a good, honestly and truly, if things would have shaken out a little different, he might have snuck out one, man.
That is definitely the case. The tires kind of bit him, but man, congratulations. Awesome win. Go celebrate this one.
Oh, I already popped open the Coors Light. I think I got a couple vacation days left. I think I'm going to start the 4th of July a little early.
Well, you definitely earned it tonight because that was one heck of a fight.
Hey, I appreciate it, Doug. Appreciate everything you do, man. Appreciate everything Pudge does, man. This is a fun group of guys, a fun league to be in. And I hope everybody has a good 4th of July, and watch your hands when you're setting off fireworks.
Will do, buddy. Congrats, man.
Thank you, man.
Brandon Newby pulling off the win, and you can tell he is one happy man tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night for the American All-Star Dirt Series, and then we'll have to post the schedule for next week because it's going to be a little bit wonky. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. Congratulations to Brandon Newby, and y'all have a great night.